Hello, how are you, my friends? I'm pretty happy to be here with you in this new lesson of intermediate level, lesson number 2 with Inglés con Teacher Alex, English with your friend, Teacher Alex. Thank you for being here, my friends. I really appreciate it. Would you like to keep learning English within my help? I know there are thousands or even millions of teachers around, and you can actually grasp concepts from each and every one of them. Everyone's experience and knowledge is valuable. So why don't you give us a vote of confidence and also join us in order to be guided. I'm going to apply my 25 years of experience at your service. My name is Alex. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe. It's free for you and it's helpful for us, believe me. And now we're going to get started with lesson number 2, intermediate level. Today we're going to talk about expressions that represent, without saying a number, expressions that would actually help us to represent or talk about quantities. Quantities, British, like quantities in American pronunciation, or amounts, different amounts of either people, cars, any sort of an object. How do we talk about those relatively? How can we express a number without saying a specific number? This is what I mean. For example, if I am talking about 100% of a group, then I can say all of, and then I talk about the group. For example, look at these cell phones. There are 3 cell phones right in this picture. All of those cell phones are mine. I wish I had 3 cell phones. I don't, but it's just an example. All of those cell phones are mine. All of means 100% of that group. Most of those cell phones are mine. Let's suppose in this group I have more cell phones, but only 3 of those cell phones are mine. So now I can say most of those cell phones are mine because I've got 5, and the majority is represented by the number 3 in this particular case. So a majority can actually be shown or expressed as most of. Most of those cell phones are mine. Not all of them, but most of them, the majority, a big majority of them. Very good. Now, some of. For example, I spent some of my time, for example, playing the guitar. I love music. As a matter of fact, if you have seen our channel, I have some videos with my daughter and we design some music for children in English. Try to follow those videos as well, especially if you have kids. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. But so I can actually say that some of my time, not all of my time, but some of my time, like 50% of the time when I'm actually having a leisure time or a free moment, some of that time I am, performing or playing music, for example. Some of those people over there are my friends. Let me check them out. Yes, some of them are my friends. I don't know them. I don't know them all. I don't know everyone. But some of them are my friends. I know them. Some of. Okay, neither of or none of represents 0. None of them are my friends. I don't know them. None of them are my friends. Neither one of them or neither of them is my friends. Okay. Today we're going to travel on a cruise ship. This is a cruise ship. Today we're going to travel on a cruise ship, which is actually going to be navigating or sailing. Navigating might actually be more similar to the way we use it in Spanish, you know what I mean? It's going to be navigating or sailing around the Caribbean Sea. Oh, that's beautiful, right? Of course, there are a lot of passengers on the cruise. There are a lot of passengers on the cruise. And most of them, not all of the passengers, are from the United States or Canada. Most of them, yes, not all of them, but most of them are from the United States and Canada. And some of them, like 30% of those people, are from Latin America, including our countries, such as, Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala, Colombia, Bolivia, all the beautiful countries that we have in South America. Well, some of those people are from those countries, not the majority, like 30% of them. Some of them, I can replace the subject with the object pronoun them, are from Latin America, and most of them are from the United States and Canada. Okay, so I'm going to show you a video. In the one, there's going to be a narrator who's going to be letting us know a story about this beautiful cruise ship. It is actually called the Sun King. They're going to be talking about both the people, the passengers of the cruise, as well as the members of the crew or the crew members. Crew, the personnel who work in this kind of in these kinds of transport means or means of transportation, like ships, airplanes. The crew, people who work in transport means. Okay. Now we're going to listen to different explanations using these indicatives or these sentences that will be related to numbers. Let's listen to the first dialogue. Let's listen to the introduction.
The Sun King is a cruise ship. It is sailing around the Caribbean. There are a lot of tourists on the ship. Most of them are from the United States, but some of them are from Canada and Latin America. It's the 7th day of the cruise, and their ship is sailing from Venezuela to Barbados. All of the passengers and most of the crew are on deck for the captain's party.
Fantastic. Do you have any question about it? I think it was quite simple, wasn't it? Very good. Now we know that most of the passengers are American or from Canada. Some of the passengers, like 30, probably 40%, are from Latin America. We know that all of the passengers are on deck. This is deck on a ship. Is the upper external part on a ship, deck. All of the passengers, 100% of the passengers, the customers of the cruise line are on deck because they're celebrating the captain's party. And most of the crew, not all of the crew, some people need to be operating the ship, of course, but most of the crew, the majority, are on deck for the same captain's party. Now let's listen to 3 conversations that are actually happening inside of the party, at the moment of the party. Let's check them out. Conversation number 1. This conversation is actually happening between a guy from Montreal in Canada and a lady from the south of the United States. Let's listen.
Hello, my name's Pierre Lafontaine. I'm from Montreal.
Hi, I'm Heather Hillman.
Where do you come from?
I come from Montgomery.
Montgomery, where's that?
It's in Alabama. Haven't you heard of Alabama?
Oh yes, of course, Alabama. It's in the south. I've never been to the south.
Fantastic. What do you think of it? It was quite simple, wasn't it? Did you notice Mr. Pierre Lafontaine's accent? He most probably speaks a little bit more French than English. Obviously, they have the advantage that they speak both languages, English and French, especially in specific places such as Montreal or Quebec. Okay, he introduces himself. My name's Pierre Lafontaine. I'm from Montreal. And when she introduces herself, Heather Hillman, Miss Heather Hillman, says that or expresses that she's from Montgomery. Oh, Mr. Lafontaine does not have any idea where Montgomery is, so he asked her, where is that, Montgomery, where's that? And she uses this expression, it's in Alabama, haven't you heard? Haven't, within a period of time, remember that in this case we're using it as an auxiliary in negative form, haven't you heard? It's like, so you have not heard about Alabama. Within the use of a structure in the shape of a question, she uses that sentence like this. Haven't you listened? Haven't you heard about Alabama? In your lifetime you haven't, but in a question form, haven't you heard of Alabama? And then he relates to Alabama and he remembers, of course Alabama, it is in the South Road, it's in the South. But he has never, and he says, I've never, contraction I have, never goes for the negative form. I've never been, from the verb to be in past participle, where? To the south. Of course, Alabama, it's in the south. I have never been, contraction. I've never been to the south. And that was conversation number 1. Very good. Let's listen to the captain of the ship, whose party they are actually celebrating right at that moment, and a very funny conversation that she's got with a lady called Mary Ann Wilson. She's going to commit a little bit of a mistake. She's going to get into an oops situation. Listen to it.
What a terrible party.
Oh, really? Do you think so?
Yes, I do. Oh, by the way, my name's Mary Ann Wilson.
I'm Tom Gray. Nice to meet you.
I work in a bank. What do you do?
Well, I'm captain of this ship. It's my party.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. No problem.
Fantastic. In this conversation, she introduces herself and she says where she works. My name's Mary Ann Wilson and I work in a bank. And then she asks the typical question for profession. What do you do? Okay? Well, I'm captain of the ship and it's my party. Oh, no, Mary Ann I suppose she felt a little bit embarrassed or ashamed of what she said because if you remember during the conversation, she said, what a terrible party. And that was the way she introduced herself as the captain. She didn't even know who he was, and she didn't even know that it was his birthday party, and that she felt sorry because the first sentence that she said was, oh, what a terrible party. Obviously the captain didn't like that, but he was still very polite about her. She apologized, she expressed her her feeling sorry towards him. I'm so sorry. That's okay, no problem. The captain was in a good mood that day because it was his party. Very good. Now, we've got a final conversation. This is between an elderly lady who's actually in a wheelchair and a waiter who's offering her something to drink. Let's see how it goes.
Would you like another drink?
What?
Would you like another drink?
Oh, yes, please. I'd like some orange juice.
With ice?
No, thanks.
Fantastic. If you notice, the waiter uses the expression, would you like, within the use of the auxiliary would. Would you like another drink? Would you? That's a question within the use of the auxiliary, modal verb, modal auxiliary would. Would you like? I mean, I don't know. Would in Spanish does not have any direct translation. It's just like an ending in Spanish in order to know whether a person wants something or not. I like chocolate, or chocolate. I'm going to offer you one of my chocolates. I have a box of chocolates. I love them. And I have my own chocolate. I want to give you one, but I don't know if you like chocolates or not. So I say, would you like, would, auxiliary would, in order to talk about, you know, I like to mention it as a conditional or an expression for conditional future. Would you like chocolate? I don't know. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, I would. Or I would like a bar of chocolate. Thank you. That's it. So that's why he asked, would you like another? Another is used in this case because it's a complementary drink. That shows that it's not the first one that he had offered her. It's like the second or third one. Would you like another? One more. Would you like another drink? The lady couldn't hear him very well. What? Would you like another drink? Yes. I'd like. I'd is a contraction of I would. I'd like some orange juice. Yes, he wanted to know whether she wanted it with ice or not. With ice? No thanks. And that was it. That was pretty much it. That was conversation number 3. Now, I recommend you to go backwards and watch this video again so that you can analyze some of the structures that I've shown. Well, in case you're not very familiarized with them. And just in case you have already gone through a more like basic process in your English learning process. Did you like this video? If you did, please click on like and subscribe with us so that we can actually go together and learn English. Thank you for coming to Inglés con Teacher Alex. I'm your friend, Teacher Alex. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so very much for being with us. And keep posted because we're actually going to keep going with these sorts of videos of all levels, basic, intermediate, advanced, and I'm about to show you a video regarding TOEFL preparation. So check it out, subscribe so that you can receive a notification if that's what you're looking forward to, have a TOEFL preparation video. Actually, we're gonna develop obviously more than one. Now, that's all. If you have any sort of a comment, if you'd like to let us know about anything that you think everything contributes to the improvement of this channel, or if you'd like to have a video about any sort of a topic regarding the English language, please let us know by writing on the comment section, or send us an email to EnglishNowAmerica@gmail.com. Believe me, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Thank you very much again, guys. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.